Have you ever been so worried about how you were going to study for that huge test at the end of the week? Lucky for you, I happen to have a few tips on how to help you with your test stress. I've always had trouble motivating myself to get down to studying for a test, so I've compiled a few tips throughout the years on how I can better prepare myself for any test while I'm in school. I've shared this with a few others, and as far as I can tell, it has helped them make better grades on harder tests. Using the WikiHow page, How to Study for College, I will explain 3 different ways that they've highlighted to help you learn and retain more knowledge throughout your courses. We will discuss how to manage your study schedule, how to make it through more than one subject during the day, and how to prepare the night before a test. Your time is precious. Every minute will count during finals. Making a semi-detailed schedule of the 2 weeks before your finals will allow you to carve out time for breaks and any emergencies that can come up between study sessions. Plan your schedule around your class syllabus. Be sure to appoint more time for topics that you may have found more difficult to understand during class time. Be sure to also schedule more study time for the more difficult classes and a few less hours for the classes that were not particularly challenging for you. Try to schedule your study time during a portion of the day when you will be most aware. Studying late at night after a full day of activities is probably not the best way to retain the most information for your test. Next, we will talk about how to make it through while studying multiple subjects in one day. The best way to make sure that you get all of the information that you may need on your test is to write down everything that you can. Personally, I write flashcards, then create typed notes, and then repeat everything to myself over and over and over again. There are so many different ways to complete this step too. Remember to take as many breaks as you need. If you feel yourself getting overwhelmed at all, stop for a few minutes and take a small walk around the area or step outside for some fresh air. Research has proven that the best way to study is in 20 to 50 minute increments with a 5 to 10 minute break in between each session. This way you can give your brain a break and make sure you know the small details and maybe figure out what you need to spend more time on during the next session. Another way to improve your study sessions could include having a very low volume playlist that you enjoy playing in the background. This is known as the Mozart effect, which is a study that was done and proven to increase the brain's alertness for about 15 minutes when someone is listening to music that they enjoy. Find any way that you can to increase stimulation of your brain. Next, we will talk about preparation for the big test. Never, ever pull an all-nighter before a big exam. Not only does the sleep deprivation decrease your focus and information retention, but it is also increasing the risk of sleeping through your alarm and missing the exam altogether. If you're really worried about this, remember to jot down a reminder to sleep when you're making your study schedule. All-nighter study sessions are used for cramming information into your brain, but we all know that trying to remember something that you did not spend much time on is harder than actually studying for the test. Be sure to have a good breakfast or an extra cup of coffee the morning of the test. Having a settled stomach can help you focus more on recalling the information than what you're going to go get to eat after you finish the exam. And lastly, have some confidence in yourself. If you have stuck to your schedule and made the best effort to studying all of the information, you will do fine. Do not psych yourself out right before the test, and have confidence in your ability to recall what you need to pass the test.